just an average American. But I'm an American, and some of the things I see in this country of ours make my blood boil. I see people with foreign money holding jobs that belong to me and you. Now I ask you, if we allow this thing to go on, what's going to become of us real Americans?
Our West Coast became a potential combat zone. Living in that zone were more than 100,000 persons, 2/3 of them American citizens, 1/3 aliens. We knew that some among them were potentially dangerous. Military authorities therefore determined that all of them, citizens and aliens alike, would have to move.
These are your enemies. These are the people who are trying to take over our country. Now you know them. You know what they stand for. And it's up to you and me to fight them. Fight them and destroy them before they destroy us.
And remember that there is no master race. That is a scientific truth. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying.
Midnight in the city. I hate it. This is when it shines the brightest, even though it should be dead, like me. You're probably wondering why I'm so down on all of you. Well, it might be my last job, so what the hell, I'll tell you. It's about time the world knew about the devils and the reason I still live. You see, while you're reading this in a coffee shop night, there are innocent people out there who come across weapons that are possessed by devils. Doesn't matter who you are. Just touching it can change you into someone without guilt. You start to enjoy it. That's where I come in. I'm a clone, cooked and grown, and also the oldest of my kind. I'm no different than a machine, which is good for my business. You see, if a natural human touches a devil, they lose themselves to a thirst for blood. But us clones don't have a soul to corrupt. Copies of skilled hunters like us can hunt the devils down without going primal. No emotions to feed off of. Downside is that most people don't see you as anything worth a damn. That is, except one girl, Mary. I saved her by accident, not really meaning to one day, to get a devil. I decided not to kill her. Don't know why. I should have killed her. It's par for the course, but she looked angelic, and I was hungry that night. You don't make much money in my job. One thing led to another, and we started cooking together. In more ways than one. Even though I'm a hunter without a soul, she saw a human for some reason. Thankfully, my boss didn't care.
And we are here with the latest to sponsor the new omnibus bill for clones, Congressman Carver. Thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here, Bob.
Of course. Now, Congressman, it's clear you have controversial views on clones in the state of society. This new omnibus bill would abolish any rights these clones would have. What do you say to those that think they deserve better after winning the war for us?
Well, let's get something straight here first, Bob. They didn't win the war for us. We won the war for ourselves. They were just a tool, just like the guns that our soldiers would carry in their arms. Guns deserve funding and maintenance. Soldiers deserve rights. Clones are not soldiers.
That may be true, but you can't deny the reports of clones acting human and showing signs of fear and love.
Yes, but that's exactly what it is, Bob. An act. According to our military, they only behave that way in order to fit the role that they're prepped for. Remember, these are weapons of war that were unnaturally grown in a lab, and even the church and scientists alike confirm this. So if we plan to use them in our cities as cheap labor, then our laws need to change to fit that new way of life.
What do you say to those who claim the act of fear and love is enough to earn the most basic of human rights our country gives?
I say that their hearts are in the right places, but their thoughts aren't. A radio can say, "I love you," but that doesn't mean that the radio will love you or that it can love you.
The problem is, there's a reason you tie up loose ends in my business. They sometimes follow you home. Mary! Mary! Are you here? There's dead bodies outside. Are you all right?
That's the sound they made, Jack. Want to hear what they heard next?
Please. You didn't.
Oh, I did, sweetie. You know, you should see the way that they stare at me at work. I told them about you. About how I see more than just a tool in your kind. And you know what I get? Shame. It didn't even bother me at first. That was until they followed me home one day. Said they were gonna teach me a lesson. Said I'm less than human now. You know what? I love being who they judged me to be. It's so simple. Point, shoot, and walk away. Is this what you feel when you kill them? 'Cause if so, I am jealous.
Mary, you're better than this.
You know, you're right. I am better. After all, why just stop at them?
Ever since that night, she's killed everyone who ever wronged her. The people call her Bloody Mary. There's only one way to end this now. She has to die. No way around it. But it also has to be by my hand. It should be easy. After all, I'm artificial, right? No soul. It should be easy.
One of the major concerns, and maybe you can clear this up for the people of America, is that this military power seemingly came out of nowhere.
Yes. Well, with weapons like the atomic bomb, there's always going to be a chance that the enemy would steal one and study it. Clones were quick to be used because physically they're indistinguishable from other humans, and aside from their rapid aging and other attributes.
Well, if we're going to repurpose these clones into society, shouldn't the government tell us how they are made for economic reasons?
No, we can't disclose that information for security reasons. Look, my colleagues and I are well aware of the conspiracy concerns that some citizens may have, but rest assured that in the eyes of the law, clones are not the same as people, but rather the first step in recovering from the aftermath of this world war.
Do you remember, Mr. Stone, back when you used to ask me just what type of penetration I preferred? I would get heated, and you would just laugh and laugh and laugh. I'm missing that now. Would you laugh for me? Would you? No? Nothing? That's all you men are. Worthless. And nothing. Right, Jack? What do we have here? A standoff? Better pull your trigger before I do, Jack.
Mary, please, don't make me do this.
Take your best shot, my love. My turn, baby. I didn't even have to aim that time. This gun knows exactly what I want. A hunt. The devil wants to know what it's like to be hunted, Jack. Actually, no. He wants to know... He wants to know just how you're gonna kill a sweet little innocent thing like me. I mean, after all, hunters like you aren't supposed to feel guilt. Yet somehow, you fell in love with me. Maybe, just maybe, this was me all along.
Mary, please, let go. Just let me finish this.
Mary, please, let go. Just let me finish this. You brought a knife to a gunfight? You must have a death wish. You know, I have got to admit, of all the people I've taken in my life, this one has got to be the most fun. You must be craving for this to end.
So, Mary's gone.
Of course. She's been...
Then I don't have to hold back! Mary, if you can hear me, I'm sorry. I love you.
I know.
Once upon a time, long ago, I gave up my heart to you, only to regret it, only to regret you. Once upon a time, long ago, to forget everything you meant, everything I was, everything I felt. But the memory of you, I cannot escape the depth of you, what we were, who I was with you.
Hello, Mr. Valentine. I just finished an interview with the reporter of... Yes, I heard the news too. One of the older ones, apparently. We can clean this up. The bill will pass, one way or another. Are you sure about this? Replacing congressmen with copy clones just to pass a bill would work, but they have families. I've had dinner with most of them. Fine. I'll play along with it. I swear, you gangsters never let go of a debt. I remember, still. That would mean you control most of the House and the Senate. But what about the court? I see. Then all that leaves is the president. Very well. If that's the best way to get rid of the devils, so be it. Oh, by the way, congratulations on the daughter. I heard she's the first of her kind. I didn't know cloning females was possible, let alone giving birth to one. Wait, you could clone females the whole time? Why didn't you then? Oh, I see. So that's how